Today we're going to solve one of the problems and exercises from our book. Remember, we're still working with the topic Newton's third law of motion, symmetry in forces. This time we're going to work with the problem and exercise 15, which says what net external force is exerted on a 1,100 kilogram artillery shell fired from a battleship if the shell is accelerated at 2.40 times 10 to the fourth meters per square second. What is the magnitude of the force exerted on the ship by the artillery shell? So let's go to our blackboard to see the situation that we have here. And here they're asking us about the force that the battleship exerts on the artillery shell. Alright, so for that I'm going to draw the forces involved here, and the force that the battleship exerts on the artillery shell is on that way, and the acceleration is on the same way. There is only one force involved in this exercise, or at least they're asking us about one force at the beginning. Don't forget that there are two questions here. So here we have the force. Well, sorry, we don't have the force, but we have the acceleration and the mass. If we go to our formula chart, we see that the most suitable formula that we can use is the Newton's second law of motion. So let's take it to our blackboard, and let's change all of those, or let's replace all those data that we have. First of all, we only have one force, that is the force of the battleship exerted on the artillery shell, and that is going to be equal to the mass times the acceleration. Alright, so force is going to be equal to 1100 kilograms or 1100 kilograms multiplied by 2.4 times 10 to the fourth meters per square seconds, and the force is going to be equal to 26,400,000 newtons. And that is the force that the battleship exerts on the shell. Now, what is the force that the shell exerts on the battleship? Well, according to Newton's third law of motion, it's going to be the same but opposite in direction. So the question will be, why is the shell fired and so far away from the ship, but the ship is not moved at all? Well, that happens because the mass of the shell is less, much more less than the mass of the battleship, so it's easier to move an artillery shell than an entirely battleship. So that's why the battleship is not moved after the artillery shell is fired. So the force that the artillery shell exerts on the battleship is the same, 26,400,000 newtons. That's the end of this exercise. I hope you could understand it, and I'll see you in the last video of this topic, Newton's third law of motion, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. See you later, and bye.